can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
Yeah, yes. Evan, this is
Find your way back home.
What's going on, JR Garage? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having an awesome day and an awesome start to the new year. 2019 is upon us. Brand new year with a bunch of new content on the way. Some of which is happy, exciting content, and some of which is slightly sad content like this video. As you guys can see from the title, we may have said goodbye to one of our family members. As you can see in the garage, there's a car missing, but more on that later. I don't like starting videos off on a sad note, so we're gonna start them off on a happy note. We're gonna go ahead and back up the McLaren and the 430. We're gonna go driving in the 430 because I'm actually taking it over to my buddy Alex. He's gonna take a look at the point of initial slippage on the clutch. It's acting a little weird lately, the engagement, so I want him to check that out. He's just around the corner, and while I'm going there, we can go ahead and talk about the 355. And if you guys are following us on Instagram, if you're not already, JR Garage, right down here, you would know that the other day I posted on my story, driving the Ferrari through a mall. A lot of you guys were like, why are you driving through a mall? And basically, my buddies over at Fur Parts, they have a new company and they needed a really cool car during the holiday season in the mall. So they're like, hey, can we borrow your car? We need something in Phoenix. I'm like, hey, I got some extras, you can borrow one. So anyway, it was on display in the mall, and when I had to go drive it out, I literally had to drive it through the whole mall, and yeah, it caused quite the scene. So yeah, pretty fun indeed. Alrighty guys, let's get a cold start up on the 2013 McLaren. If you guys haven't seen our last video with this car, we talk all about how much we paid for the car after the entire rebuild, from crashed to, you know, a whole perfect car. So anyway, check that out if you haven't seen it already. And yes, a lot of you guys commented we do need to do an exhaust, and I agree. That is coming, well, some point in the near future, as well as one other mod that goes right there. Yeah, stay tuned next week. Okay, anyway, cold startup, let's go. It's crazy, you can't even hear this car idling over the idle of the Ferrari. That's insane. All right. Alrighty guys, in the 430, like I said, the clutch is being really weird on this car, so it's becoming a little difficult to drive. As you'll see, the engagement, I have to give it like a lot of gas for it to just get going, otherwise it'll just stall out. So that's why I'm taking it to Alex, so hopefully he can fix it. I think it's the point of initial slippage on the clutch which needs to be adjusted, so fingers crossed it's not something more expensive. But anyway, speaking of Ferraris, the 355, as you guys can see from the title, yes, the short answer is we didn't need to sell the car. But as you guys know, like the car, oh, here we go, green light, here we go. Whoa, okay, that time was all right. But as you guys know, we've been planning to sell the car for a while. Like, I'm in the F430 now. We got the F430 because we knew at some point we were gonna sell the 355 and we still wanted to have a cool Ferrari to have some fun with. The 355, what an amazing time that was owning that car. What a fun, kind of different, unique car that was. From the sound, the 5 valves per cylinder gives it that classic high-pitched F1 sound, especially coupled with the Capristo Stage 3 exhaust system we put on that car with test pipes. I mean, that thing screams like no other car. So we will forever miss the sound of the car. Driving it quite a bit and stuff, it's not as easy of a car to be driving every day, or it's not a car you'd want to drive every day compared to like the 430 or some of the other cars that we've bought to kind of replace it in a way. So for a while there, it was just kind of sitting in the garage. We didn't drive it much because we were driving other cars. So that's one of the big reasons for selling it. We just couldn't give it the use it kind of deserved. And we wanted to make sure we found a really good home for the car. We eventually found that guy. I think a couple months ago he started reaching out to us. He was actually in the Vegas area, so only about a 4-hour drive from here in Phoenix. So it actually worked out great that we moved here. We shipped the car with us. You know, we got to enjoy it a few more times, take it to some car shows, and then it just worked out that he came down. You know, he checked out the car, he really liked it. He'd been looking for a car like that for a long time, and he caught us at a right time where we were, you know, willing to let it go for a good price. And it was just a big win-win. So as for price, guys, like always, our goal is to make money on the cars. Awesome when you don't lose money on cars. And if you know what you're doing, you can make money like we have on many of our previous cars. We've never lost money on a car so far. 355 is no different. We actually made a profit. Nothing ginormous, but we're happy with that. You know, he got a great car for the money. We did a lot of maintenance there toward the end just to make sure everything was sorted on the car. And then of course, we did the whole clutch F1 service. That was really expensive. If you guys remember, right after we bought the car, the clutch decided to go out along with a few other things in the F1 system. See, so it's doing some really weird stuff. It won't shift into third. It's beeping at me, and what do you know, within an hour or two, it already broke. That was really expensive to fix. I think the bill on that was $6,900 if I recall correctly. And that was a whopping like 5 miles after we purchased the car. So trial by fire, we woke up to the cost to maintain Ferraris really quick. That was not fun, but at least after that we had the peace of mind knowing that the F1 service was done and it was shifting perfectly. Definitely speaking of when we bought the car, if you're like real OG subscriber, you'd remember picking up the car that delivery day. That's when the channel first blew up. So if you were sub like 100,000 subscribers, comment down below. I'm gonna throw you a reply, and I gotta show some love for that. But if you were sub 100,000 subscribers, you'd remember taking delivery of the car, and what a day that was. Just the dreams that came true. Our first big car purchase, our first Ferrari. I was like 17. Christian, I just turned 17, and then Christian was 19, I think. So we were still so young at this point, and our videos were just, you know, those were some of our first videos, so it's fun looking back at them. We weren't used to being in front of a camera, but fun times. Yeah, so I vividly remember the day, taking delivery. Just what an awesome feeling that was. Just checking that dream car off the bucket list was huge for us, and it motivated us to just work even harder and just put in so much extra time and effort into our businesses, and also on YouTube, and just give everything our 100%. So that's, I can go on forever about how much like cars mean to us and what they've done to us in an entrepreneurial sense, as well as just like a life
appreciation sense. I don't know, I get really deep, but I'll save that for another video. A few months later, you know, we were looking to do something to the exhaust because it was fully stock, super quiet. It wouldn't let the V8 scream. So that's when we took it down to Capristo. We shipped it down to Florida. As you guys remember, we got trapped in the hurricane. Hurricane Matthew literally hit the day we got the 355 down in Florida. So yeah, we were battling a hurricane while installing the Capristo exhaust. Hurricane approaching, seek shelter now. Use 911 for emergencies. Emergency alert. So we can't help it, we have to go for just a quick pull. The hurricane is literally right there, about to hit. We're quickly shuttering up all the windows. Perfect. Okay.
This is the first time you guys watching the hurricane?
Oh yeah, we're from DC.
DC? Nothing to worry about, it's very excited.
Hurricane is literally right around the corner, because you shouldn't be out right now. But we got the ramen noodles, so we're good. We're headed back to the hotel. It's like the only hotel that didn't get evacuated, and we barely got a room. It filled up really, oh my. Gas station was like the only place that was open. Everywhere else was closed. It's gonna get really bad. All right, if you guys can see me, we just lost power. All right, here we go, inside the hurricane. So yes, the 355 did sound amazing, but you gotta comment down below, 355 or straight piped at 430. This one's definitely a little more violent, but the 355 is just crisp and wonderful. But anyway, it was a really solid car. So sad to see it go. Will we own another 355 at some point? Don't count it out. It's a plausibility. We'll see. If a good deal pops up in the future, you never know. But just the point where, all right, I'm trying to find my buddy's shop somewhere around here. But just the point where we're at now, especially with the channel, we want to bring on some other projects like the twin turbo Gallardo and just, you know, do some different things to mix up what we're doing on the channel. I think you guys will find that enjoyable as well. But comment down below your favorite part, favorite maybe video memory with the 355. Taking the Ferrari to high school, I completely forgot about that one. That video is like 3 million views. You guys love that video. So yeah, a lot of good memories with the car, but a profit is a profit. It's going to a good home. We'll be able to see it in the future, I think. He said, you know, if you're around in Vegas and the car's around, I'd be happy to show it to you. Maybe we'd even get to drive it again. So you may see it again on the channel. Don't count it out. I hope one day I'll be able to, you know, get you guys another video with it, but we'll see. There, you see what I mean? Car just stalled out. That's not supposed to happen. Why do I have a feeling this is gonna be expensive? I hope not. Okay, but Alex's shop is right here. Stay tuned for a future video to find out what's wrong with the 430. But yeah, comment down below, favorite memory with the 355. Do you think we should have sold it? Should we have hang on to it? I don't know, I wanna hear your, oh my God, there's an 18-wheeler. Oh geez. Stay tuned for the next video because I revealed to you guys 4 new salvage wrecked cars that I bid on at auction, and yeah, I'll let you guys know how the bidding panned out. Well guys, there it goes.